Hi, how are you? You know, sometimes things just don't go your way. Well, today I thought things were going my way because I got this email from Udemy to say, congratulations, your course has been approved. So I thought, oh great, that means that I can put the free course and I can post to everybody to let them know that the course is available. So what happened was I followed the link and it said, this is a private course. So I thought, why is that? Well, I went in, I checked the instructor part of Udemy, and the setting was for private. So I changed it, and I went save, and then it said, your course has gone into review. So all I did was change the setting from private to public, and it has to go through another process. So unfortunately, it took them a whole week to decide that the course was fine, and then they decided after I tried to make it public that they want to review it again. So unfortunately I can't post that today, but what I can do is I can show you a preview of one of the lessons from the new course that I'm working on right now, and this explains major and minor thirds. For those of you who are interested, take a look, and I hope you find this valuable, and let me hope that Udemy will let me give away my free course next week. So have a look at this if you're interested, and otherwise stay tuned, and I look forward to seeing you soon. In this lecture, we're going to take a look at major and minor chord triads. Now, if you already feel very familiar with this concept, then I suggest you skip ahead to the next lecture. Otherwise, take in this valuable information that's going to be useful as we go forward. Now let's talk about triads. We already mentioned that a chord, to be considered a chord, has to have 3 notes. Well, in chord theory, what we do is we construct chords using the odd numbers. Now, a basic chord triad is the 1st, 3rd, and the 5th taken from the scale that we're using. Now, in this case, we're using a major scale. If you count the number of half steps between the 1st and the 3rd note, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 half steps. And that red dot there on the E, that represents a major third interval. Now there's a major third and a minor third, and the difference is a half step. So if you move that back there, and instead of playing the E, you play the E flat, then that would create what's called a minor triad, a minor chord triad. So that would be the chord of C minor. Now the 5th in all cases does not change when we're talking about a basic chord triad. So let's see how that sounds on a guitar. Now I'm going to play the basic, so I'm going to play the chord that we had here, which is like a C chord. If I take those first 3 notes, those are the notes that are in that particular chord. Now if I move this back a half step like this, you can see how just changing that one note changes the quality of that chord, and it becomes a minor chord. So one more thing to consider here is that when you count 1, 2, 3 half steps, that's a minor third interval. And when you count 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, that's a major third interval. So a major chord is made up of a major third interval, and then stacked on top of it is a minor third interval. And likewise, a minor chord is made up of a minor third interval, and then stacked on top of it is a major third. So now that we've taken a closer look at major and minor triads, take the quiz just to make sure that you understand those concepts. So we just looked at 2 types of chord triads. One's a major triad, the other one's a minor triad. A major triad is made up of a major third interval with a minor third interval stacked on top of it. A minor triad is made up of a minor third interval with a major third interval stacked on top of it.